get it. That thing knew us too well. Aren't most of Ven's foes trapped in the null void?
That's what I'm worried about. Making null void portals is plumber technology, and nothing has ever escaped.
Look! More drones! And they're attacking a group of Forever Knights.
Forever Knights? Maybe Enoch is behind all this.
Talk about getting caught between a rock and a hard place. Whose butt am I supposed to kick?
I think all of them?
Sounds like a plan.
Jesus Christ, you guys, it's so damn obvious who it fucking is. But anyways, welcome back, everyone. And yes, I'm back after just a few days. Wow. World record for the media nerd, I know. But yeah, we're falling off against the Forever Knights, the other iconic villains from the Ben 10 franchise, which, even though they're not aliens, the fact that they actually have alien technology on their side makes them quite terrifying. And especially their leader Enoch, who's quite the cunning guy. And, well, also considering the fact that Enoch's followers are very loyal to him, and, well, you can't really reason with these guys, because much like the cult from Silent Hill, well, okay, not so much the cult, well, actually, yeah, I guess we could use the cult from Silent Hill as an example, because much like the cult from Silent Hill, yeah, they're pretty much devoted to, well, actually, could you call the Forever Knights a cult? Because they kind of are like a cult. Granted, you know, they're more like, knights, as you can no doubt tell. I don't think I needed to say that, but considering the how extremely loyal they are to the point where they'll not question anything, yeah. Also, one thing I wanted to point out, as much as obvious as maybe, I actually like how Grandpa Mouse will give a bit of interesting piece of trivia on some of these aliens, well, some of the enemies, I mean. But to talk about the Forever Knights as enemies, they're not that powerful. They're a bit more, well, they do pack a bit more of a punch compared to the Vilgax drones, but they're not that difficult, really. The only real annoying ones is the, well, at least the regular knights and all. The guys with no weapons, they're not that difficult, but the guys with the laser beams, laser staffs, whatever they're called, they're kind of annoying, and so I recommend you take those guys out first, because if you don't, well, they're gonna be fucking annoying when fighting against the other enemies. Also, wow, actually, Accelerate can actually go past that wall, yet he failed to. Well, whatever it is he said.
Enoch's lieutenants are armed with energy sabers.
Oh, interesting. But yeah, as you can see right here, this is a prime example of why these enemies. Oh, I know it. Oh, yeah, it is then. Does this one? No, it doesn't. Yeah, as you can see right there, the enemy with the beam staff, the laser staff. I mean, they are really annoying, and especially. Gonna show up. Come on. Yeah, here we go. No, not yet. The guys with the saber beams. They're fine, you know. They obviously pack with more of a punch, obviously, because they got a sword. But those guys up there, since there's 3 shooting at me, oh my god, it is so annoying. It's just like that. I literally died, so, well, not died, I de-transformed. So yeah, you gotta take those guys out first. Pachoo, we fire laser beams at you. And that's a reference no one will get, besides one person, because he's the only person that comments on my videos ever, because, honestly, guys, why don't you comment on my videos? Like, come on, my content's not that boring, is it? Well, at least Johnny does sometimes comment on my videos, so you get a pass, Johnny. You and Scully are the only people that get a pass, because, like, well, first of all, Scully's the only person that actually comments on my damn videos, and well, look, for Johnny's case, I understand. But yeah, Johnny, you get a pass because, yeah, you actually do comment on my videos. Not all the time, but sometimes. It could be better, but hey-ho, at least you make progress. Let's talk about... Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about Accelerate first. As you can no doubt tell, Accelerate is, actually, no, I think I'll save it for a bit later. I want to talk about the Forever Knights first as villains. I think they might be my... Actually, no, they're not my... well, they're not like my favorite, and I do prefer Dr. Animo as a villain way more. Even as a character, I just prefer it more. I even like Kevin 11 more as a villain and character over these guys. However, I really do like the Forever Knights as villains because they're kind of similar like to Vilgax and his army, where like he's a man who's, well, Enoch, I should say. He's a man who's you know, got an empire and stuff, but you know, even though he's not as strong as Vilgax or as feared or as well known, he's quite the cunning guy, and well, his followers are very loyal. And the fact that he almost well, won against Ben in the first season, almost so like the fact that he almost killed Ben in the first season of the show, yeah. Granted, that was because the Omnitrix was fucking up on Ben, like it usually does. Well, not usually, more so it was just being weird for that one time. But, yeah. I also really like how we learn more about the Forever Knights and knowing that Enoch is not the only person who's the leader. He's the leader of the certain section of the group. Well, I guess the Forever Knights group is a... Wait, could you call them a cult? Yeah, you can call them a cult. I haven't like rewatched the other Ben 10 series enough yet, so... Well, I haven't finished rewatching the series overall because I kind of dropped it after around Season 3 of Alien Force, because Alien Force Season 3 is, boring. But, yeah, as far back as the original series, during the final season, we actually do learn that there's other leaders too, like the... Shit, I forgot his name. But if you've seen the Ben 10 versus the Negative 10, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The other guy who was once a plumber, not the plumber as in the Mario sense, or the ones who, you know, clean up our toilets. I'm also mean the guys who stop aliens and all that.
Those look like weight-sensitive triggers.
Oh yeah, the game loves to, you know, tell you basic and obvious things like that, as if the player hasn't already figured them out yet. Oh, now I can talk about accelerates. Accelerate controls pretty well, but he is slippery whenever you're attacking enemies. Also, don't walk as him because he is a bit hard to control, but when he's just running, yeah, he controls like a dream. And you can also use his special attack to take down enemies. And also attack a good chunk of them. However, this will decrease the Omnitrix gauge, so please do not spam it like how I did. And also, when he's attacking, again, he's kind of slippery, but when it's the heavy attacks, he controls decently enough. Yeah, as you can see right there, yeah, he's kind of slippery. Yeah, he's quite slippery. What should I talk about? I guess I'll talk about one of my favorite episodes featuring, well, to talk about the episodes I liked from, you know, with that featured the Forever Knights. I loved the first episode they were featured in. I also really loved the, what was it? It was the episode about the sword that, from ancient times, where if you take it, it will be the ultimate weapon episode. That was a great one. Not only just because, you know, how, Enoch and his gang, you know, managed to, how they almost won, but also because how Grandpa Max acted and really showcased how, even though he was, you know, really determined to, you know, stop Enoch, no matter what, he always still loves his grandkids, even if he was, you know, being way too, what was the word, way too focused on the mission and not really more so putting consideration to his grandkids' feelings or whatnot. He was way too tense in that episode, but at least he managed to get over it, so yeah. But oh yeah, these enemies, they're a lot more challenging, obviously, so yeah, I'll use forearms. And blocking does somewhat work, but they can shake off some of your health, which is a bit annoying, but hey-ho. But to get back to what I was talking about, the episode where, yeah, it was the season 3 episode where like it wasn't revealed they were behind anything until the end. I didn't like that episode. That episode was kind of fucking boring. And like, honestly, like, why the fuck did they even need to do all this for? What was the point of any of this? It didn't accomplish anything. Like, what the fuck? They literally waste them on a filler episode. Oh yeah, you also get occasionally these power-ups where you can be invincible or have double strength. It's not very common in the game whatsoever, so yeah, cherish it while it lasts, my dear viewers. Oh yeah, the dream episode, one of my favorites. Like, the fact that Enoch again almost won is quite impressive. Again, I know I'm saying the fact that he almost wins is quite repetitive, but it just goes to show that Enoch and his, him and the Forever Knights, they're not just a bunch of dumbass villains who, fucking fail, or like they're completely incompetent. Obviously they fail, but not because of incompetence, it's because, the heroes managed to outsmart them, which is pretty great in my opinion. But, yeah. Also, when I did watch I can't remember what the episode's name was, but the dream episode where Enoch tricked Ben into thinking he was having the best day of his life. Yeah, I actually thought Enoch actually won, but it turns out no. Ben outsmarted him. What a clever kid he is. And obviously the two-parter finale, not two-parter finale, but the last 2 episodes before the final episode of the series. I fucking love Benton versus the Negative 10. It's epic. I also love how it expands upon lore between the Forever Knights and the Plumbers, and also the way how I forgot the bad guy's name, but the way how they defeat the High Emperor King of the Forever Knights, bro. Like the fact that he's defeated, like this ultimate, the ultimate badass king villain, he's defeated because of Ben fucking burping on him. An explosive burp. Only in a 2000s action cartoon could they come up with something like that, and yeah, that is generally one of the greatest ways you can defeat a villain.
Are you even moving?
And I don't think Enoch ever comes back in this series, as far as I can remember. Maybe he does, but I know the Forever Knights are still in the series, but yeah, I think they continue into, like, Alien Falls, Ultimate Alien, and I think even... Actually, I think maybe during the flashbacks to 11-year-old Ben in Omniverse, Enoch shows up, but I don't know. I'm just going to assume that because Omniverse really loves to pander to both... well, it really loved to be, well, it's basically like the Sonic Frontiers before, not Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Forces, before Sonic Forces. But I haven't rewatched it in a while to really give a proper critique of it. And I haven't finished Alien Force yet. I'm going to just skip to Ultimate Alien, because I enjoyed that way more than the other 2 series. Well, the second Alien Force more, to be honest. But, yeah, this level... pretty decent. It's not my favorite, but I liked it. I even liked recording this commentary as well, even though I had to do it a few extra times. But yeah, I'm actually quite proud of myself. And hey ho, Meteor is actually happy with himself for once. And the part's over. So see you later.
Tell me, what's going on here? Whose drones are those?
We were making haste toward the area known as 51. Lord Enoch leads our campaign there to smite the off-world infestation.
Enoch is taking over Area 51?
He seeks only to emancipate it. Lord Enoch will use the technology therein to power a weapon of worldwide deliverance. To stop the Forever Knights is to deprive the Earth of its last, best hope.
Enoch doesn't offer hope to anyone but himself.
We should find him before he makes a bad situation even worse.